Hello YouTubians and fellow hobbyists! Great to see you again on the other side of a screen. I'm your host Gary G and I hope you had a fantastic week. Today's show we want to talk about the Frankenspyder, shop cards and painting with spray cans. But first, as always, the riddle. How much horsepower does the Hayabusa boom trike have? A. 150, B. 220, or C. 300 horsepower? The answer is always the end of the show. This week in the garage we're gonna continue with the Frankenspyder trike. I guess today we put on some paint on that thing. But see for yourself down in the garage. So here in the garage we needed something to figure for our rear fender. Okay, so a few cuts here and there and a little bit of sanding and we almost done with our rear fender. So, and the front fenders also came from the same body. For the tank, first I needed to make a template out of carton. Time for some magic painting! Now put on some pinstripes and some flames. I made a seat out of milliput. That was really fun. Now let's figure if it fits on the trike. And last thing for this week, the drive build. But now, back in the studio. At the beginning of this week, I had a meeting with our investors. Of course, they were complaining about the cost of the show. Well, I told them that our audience, you my friends, are just used to the high quality of the show. And 95% of all that money actually goes in our special effects. Like this one here. Flying shop cards. Isn't that cool? Sick, or? Yes! I have some shop cards! Okay, let's see what we got here. We have here. Oh, that is. Oh yeah, that's Brian over there, Beach's model shop, and he has a new shop card. Beaches. Beaches model shop. Beaches model workshop. You know who you are. Thank you. And then we have, let's see what that, oh yeah. This is Space Cadet Model Shop. Check out his channel, he's really cool. I like him. Thanks a lot. And let's see what we got here. We got here, oh, BSC Customs, yeah. Another guy, another great guy, great builder. Check him out. Thank you for your card. Of course, you get some cards back on Monday and let's see what that's the last one. Oh yes. This guy here made the mistake to let some ferrets in his house. Well, what they did is just took over. Jeff, you know what I mean, right? So thank you guys for the cards. Thank you a lot. But we continue here in the show with our tip laboratory. This week in the tip laboratory, I want to talk about working with spray cans. Well, we can use just out of the hardware store, the cheap cans, or you go even in a automotive, in the automotive section and have like specific, I don't know, Ferrari or whatever color, you know. But if you use those colors and you shake them like 2 minutes, like they say, the can, it starts getting really cold from the reaction that you provoke by shaking those balls in the can. And if the paint is cold, it will not lay as smooth on the surface. So what you're gonna do is, after you shake that for 2 minutes, you put it in warm water for 5 minutes. Be careful that the water is not too hot, but just like hand warm, and you leave it in there for 5 minutes until the can starts to get hand warm as well. You give it another minute shake and then you spray, and swear to God, it's gonna be really smooth on the surface. First, of course, like they say, you want to have just a very thin coat in the beginning, more like a mist, and then the next layer is gonna be a little bit thicker, and then the third layer might be the shiny one. Okay, so this is the tip of this week. The German company Boomtrikes claims to build the fastest trikes in the world. They use a Suzuki Hayabusa turbo motor, and that thing accelerates the trike on a top speed of over 160 miles per hour. Well, that's fast. But how much horsepower does it have? Well, it looks like we arrived at the end of our little ride. I hope you enjoyed a bit the time with me and my special effect team.
Yeah! Woo! Special effects coming at you.
I really want to thank you for the shop cards. Thank you, of course, to spend your time with me. I hope you have a great weekend, my friends. And now, as always, team, love and friendship, something you can't buy. Respect all people. Keep that hobby alive. See you next Saturday. you enjoyed the time with me and my special team.
Yahoo!
Actually, it's not special team, special effect team. You're special too, but I'm a special effect team. Well, okay.
You want to do another take?
Yeah.